Howdy, folks. Welcome back to What If. I think we're up to episode 4. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? Do they mean literally lost his heart? Because then he'd be dead. Or do they just mean that he was cold? But he was already cold and when he started out and not very compassionate. It became a little more compassionate. Do they mean a figurative heart or a literal heart? Well, let's find out. I don't know. I'm still waiting to see if there's any kind of connective tissue here. So far, the first 3 have been seemingly unconnected. Disconnected is the proper word, I imagine. This one, I don't know. Again, getting the impression or have been informed by people that because the trailers indicated there was some sort of crossover or connection, that there will be some, but maybe Marvel's just pulling their tricks and fooling us with the trailer. So maybe these are all going to be completely disconnected and independent. Let's find out. Let's watch this one. Doctor Strange is, I wouldn't say he's one of my favorite characters at all. I don't dislike him. He's entertaining, so let's see where it goes. I wonder what other characters will appear in this one. Okay, Mr. Watcher. What if?
Engines has very
strange. I get it. So did they, by the heart, did they mean losing Christine?
In this universe, Stephen Strange didn't lose his hand.
Temporal singularity.
Oh, he wanted to go back in time and save her. So this played out the same way. Doesn't it become even more dangerous the longer he waits to do this? I mean, that goes without saying, right? There's just more things that can play out wrong. Wow, that was fast.
Happy.
You're gonna pull to the side of the road now in this timeline? Nope, still got hit. Same outcome. Why doesn't you just go a different route? There we go, I was gonna say.
Taking a different route.
The universe doesn't want this change, Steven.
This whole party, we will have a good time.
Well, you made it there.
No.
And this Doctor Strange never experienced our timeline, right? I mean, the only timeline he knew was her dying, but every single time he tries to go back, she dies. Her fate is sealed. He can't seem to stop that. How is he going to break out of this? Just by not going there. Oh, great.
The death of one Dr. Christine Palmer.
Oh, my God. Even when he doesn't even go there, she ends up dying.
Palmer.
I only want you.
Here's the car from behind. I guess drunk driver. Hello? Oh.
Good evening, Dr. Mamu, and become the Sorcerer Supreme.
But we know that not to be true, right? In a different timeline. Okay, he escaped, but where did he go in time? I think he found the lost library.
Aha. Gain the power through the absorption of others.
Oh, evil.
Absorption. My name is Dr. Stephen Strange. I brought you here.
This looks very much like that Hydra creature that Captain Carter defeated.
Because I need.
Is she worth the pain?
Oh, he knows.
Every moment of it.
Or did he just guess that it was a woman?
There is a fine.
Right. If they won't surrender their power, I'll take it.
He'll take it. He's becoming
Let's
evil.
start small.
So in this timeline, Doctor Strange becomes a supervillain. I wonder how many of these creatures that the supervillain, evil Doctor Strange, is absorbing are familiar to comic readers. I wonder if they all are. I don't know them. Oh, wow. It's transforming his appearance, too. Here he looks normal again, but before he looked kind of like a demon or the devil.
Besides,
I love that we're finally getting the Watcher basically talking to us, not just a narration in the background, but he's actually telling us his thoughts.
Hello?
He sees the Watcher. Is he, or not sees, hears, senses. Is he powerful enough now that he senses the Watcher?
Who's that?
So he's taking on a little bit of the characteristics, at least temporarily, of all the things he absorbs. I see.
An old friend.
Dormammu? Oh no, the octopus thingy, the tentacle thingy.
I chose to live.
It took him centuries to do this? Wow.
But I can reverse this.
It was true.
Oh my goodness. Before the Watcher tells us, is he going to, like, summon a Strange from another timeline and absorb his powers and start absorbing other Strange's powers to get even stronger?
He wasn't alone
Oh.
in this universe.
Really? The heck?
To split the timeline. To split you.
Oh, no. Okay, so she did it.
The Lost Library.
Are strong enough to stop Doctor Strange if you.
Or the Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
So now we know why in the trailer we had Strange fighting Strange. I'm surprised those protection spells are that powerful. It's Wonder Woman! Oh, sorry. I love how the cloaks are fighting each other. Oh no, he killed it! Evil Doctor Strange won, huh? Wait. Is this... This is an illusion, I think pretty clearly. Is this our Stephen here being convinced by the evil Stephen using this illusion? Yeah, it is our Stephen.
I love you.
Yep. There go the protections. It's not so much... Oh boy. Not so much changing time as he is undoing her death, but that's not him. She knows that's not him. Universe is ending, as they warned you. He does see the Watcher.
Fixed, Christine.
I read about you. Sensed your presence. You're a god. You can undo this.
Did he manage to save the tiny little bit of the universe where they are? Yep, he did. So he's basically condemned her to living in this tiny little speck of universe with him forever? Or no, she's dying too, so. And the last little bit collapses. Or is he gonna be in this eternal prison now for what he did? Wow. This is a very interesting one. I mean, the other ones were all about, you know, what if this person did this? I mean, let's go through the list, right? What if this person did this instead of the other person? That was the first two episodes. The third one was, what if our heroes didn't have the time to become the heroes that they were, right? How would the world change? This one is kind of in that same theme in a sense, but it's also in the theme of if one small little thing happens that changes your motivation as a hero, I guess, or your motivation as a person, and changes the path of your life. There's no going back. You can't go and undo that, right? It's trying to teach you that lesson, and it's doing it in a very dramatic way, with Strange, doing everything he can to change it, and it just crumbling down and destroying everything. So, I mean, it's very much a story about don't live with regret, right? Or don't try to change your regrets. Maybe accept them and move on. Maybe that's what the story is trying to tell us. But I mean, if it's trying to tell us a story, and if it is, it's doing a great job. I love this kind of storytelling. This is classic storytelling, the best kind of storytelling, which is teach somebody a moral lesson, but do it in allegory. And do it using, familiar things, like in this case, the Marvel universe and Marvel characters. But do it in allegory. Don't like shove it in your face. But in a sense, they did shove it in our face too, with the whole, you can't undo this, you can't undo this. But if they're trying to teach a broader lesson, which I think they might be trying to teach, of just for all of us in our lives, about how we shouldn't we shouldn't hold on to regrets, or we should accept them, and we shouldn't try to change things that make us who we are, regardless of whether we think that they were right or not, or were the best things to happen to us. Very cool. Very cool. This one doesn't have, I mean, none of them are going to have like after credit scenes, right? I just want to make sure. Okay, no. Because you never know with Marvel. But this one was really cool. It's different and unique, I think. The last one was, you know what? I was trying to think that, as I said, the first two had a kind of a, they were different stories, but they were kind of the same theme. What if this character did this thing instead of this character? The last one with the Avengers and Hidden here really is kind of the same sort of story, which is, what if our heroes didn't become, they were still the same person, they still had the same potential, but they didn't become what we wanted them to become. What would happen to the world? In the case of the Avenger one last episode, and also, I'm sorry, I also wanted to scratch that. The thing that was really in common between these two is not the characters. It's the regret thing and the actions you take, right? Because I was drawing the wrong parallel. It's between Stephen Strange in this one and Hank Pym in the other one, right? Hank Pym lost his wife, then lost his daughter, and he made a decision. Stephen Strange lost the love of his life. He made a decision. They both made the wrong decisions, right? In the case of Hank Pym, it was to seek vengeance and kill everybody connected to the organization that took his love from him, which unfortunately changed the whole universe, right? As a result of that. That universe is radically different, and potentially threats that could have been stopped won't be stopped, that sort of thing. This one, Strange tried to change everything and destroyed his whole universe. So I think that's the parallel. It's Pym and Strange in these two. So I wonder if they're doing that for all of them, because it is an even number of episodes, right? I wonder if they're doing the same sort of, here's one variation of this type of story, here's another one. Okay, now let's go to a variation of this one. You got an A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 sort of thing. I wonder if they're going to do that. But that doesn't answer the question of if these things are ever going to tie in. But this one, how could this one tie in? And except the fact that Strange is still in that universe, all by himself. The universe was collapsing upon itself, and he managed to stop it with a tiny little room or chamber that he is in all by himself. Is he going to figure out a way to get out of there? I don't know. I'm still hoping that they're going to tie these things together. But this was really cool. It was a different kind of story. It kept my attention the whole time. It seemed at first like it was like a Groundhog Day sort of story, but it was much bigger and much more impactful than that, I think. And it was trying to teach a bigger lesson, I think, personally. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.